take it for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Today from the Shield Center, it's the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament here on your live event, where Old Man Winter won day number 1 and day number 2 on Monday and Tuesday, but we are here on this Thursday afternoon. Mother Nature has subsided some sunny skies and allowing folks with the weather and also the travel conditions to be here on this quadruple header we have for you here from the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament on your live event. And a pleasant, good Thursday afternoon. We've had to wait 72 hours for our Irie Insurance, a pregame show for all of your insurance requests. Visit Irie Insurance online at IRIEINS.com as we get ready for game number 1 of 4 here in the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. The number 1 seed, the Kindred Vikings, unbeaten so far on the year. The Kindred Vikings at 20-0 on the season, 11-0 in Region 1 play. The number 1 seed and the number 1 team in the Class B Girls Basketball poll squares off with the Maple River Raiders. The number 8 seed in Maple River played a classic out in Tower City back in the region playing game a week ago tonight out in Tower City from the Raider Dome. They won 49-46 in double overtime over Lisbon with 5.5 seconds left to play. Lisbon went the length of the court, missed a game-tying 3 by Kaya Sweet at the right wing. You couldn't ask for a better look to go the length of the court in 5 seconds, but it hit the back iron, came out, and the Maple River Raiders advanced in double overtime. Addison Hadding made her first three-pointer of the season. She had 15 points. Chloe Wedge had 12 points, and Maple River really won the game from the free throw line, going 16 of 18 from the charity stripe in that game here for the Maple River Raiders. So it's Kindred and Maple River here in the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. The Raiders have won 4 of their last 5 and 3 straight. Well, Kindred, their last loss nearly a year ago to the date, February 25th of 2021 at North Dakota State College of Science in the Region 1 Championship. In overtime, the Squirrels won 58-52. The Squirrels will go on to be the state runners-up against the Grafton Spoilers. While for the Kindred Vikings this season, under the guidance of head coach Sam Brandt, all that they've done, 20 wins, 0 losses on the year, and they're outscoring their opponents by 32 points per contest. Now, the last time these two teams met between Maple River and the Kindred Vikings on January the 20th in Kindred, Maple River got up early 6-0. Coach Sam Brandt called the timeout, and then the proverbial you poke the bear. That's what Maple River did, as Kindred would go on for a 77-24 win back on January the 20th in Kindred. Coming up on our Irie Insurance pregame show, we'll take a look at the entire Region 1 girls bracket, how we got here from the play-in rounds to the seeds that also earned a bye to later today. Also across the state of North Dakota today, going to be a very, very fun day as 6 champions will be crowned. Region 1 and Region 3, due to Mother Nature, had to wait till today to get underway. Also on your live event later tonight, the Region 2 title from the Betty in Grand Forks, Grafton and Thompson. That one should be a dandy between the Spoilers and the Tommies. That is scheduled for 7:30 tonight right here on your live event as well. But if you want Region 1 girls basketball, we got you covered for Kindred Maple River, Sargent County and Richland at 4:30. At 6 o'clock, Central Cass and Hankinson. And the nightcap, it's Northern Cass and Tri-State later tonight. Joey Hughes running the camera. Chase Miller with you here from the Shield Center. It's the Region 1 girls basketball tournament. Our Irie Insurance pregame show rolls along after this here on your live event.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
Rock Solid Concrete. Give them a call at 701-238-4523 to get a free estimate on all your concrete projects. Services provided are, but not limited to, decorative stamp patios, decorative stamp sidewalks, new and replacement driveways and sidewalks, garage, shop, and shed pad floors, and residential and commercial flat work. They would love to sit down with you and find a plan that works best for your projects. Call Rock Solid Concrete at 701-238-4523.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show between the Kindred Vikings and the Maple River Raiders on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's the number 1 seed Kindred Vikings against the number 8 seed Maple River Raiders here today from the Shield Center. Let's take a look at what's across the state of North Dakota tonight, where 6 champions will be crowned. We'll start up in Grand Forks, driving north on I-29 from the Betty in Grand Forks. It's the 4th straight season that the Grafton Spoilers and the Thompson Tommies have met. Grafton, last year's state champ. They won back-to-back state titles out in Region 2. It's Grafton and the Tommies. That's at 7:30 tonight right here on your live event. Jake Berkmeyer will have the call for you on that one. In Region 3 at the Jamestown Civic Center, that gets going today as well. The south and eastern port of North Dakota, from Stutzman County all the way to the North Dakota, South Dakota-Minnesota border, just got hammered with snow. And if it wasn't for the amount of snow, but also the road and travel conditions, it's just been tough to where everything was scheduled to be Monday. Region 1, Region 3 got moved to today. But out in the Jamestown Civic Center, Lemoore Litcham-Marion goes up against Napoleon Gackel-Streeter at 3. And last year's Region 3 champ Carrington has a rematch later tonight at 6 o'clock against Linton HMB from what was last year's Region 3 title between the Cardinals and the Lions. That'll be at 6 o'clock tonight. So 4 games out in Region 3 as well in the quarterfinals. Region 4 in Devils Lake, 4 wins Minnewaca, and the number 2 team in the state going up against number 6 Langdon Area Edmore Munich. It is the 4 straight years that the Cardinals and the Indians have played each other in the title game. The last team to do so that wasn't named Langdon to make state was in 2017 when North Star went undefeated until they played Kindred in the state title. The Bearcats went 26-1 that season. Region 5 out in Mandan, you have Shiloh Christian going up against Central McLean at 7:30 tonight. Wilton and Wing won the championship last year over Center Stanton, so 2 new teams, but Shiloh Christian has dominated Region 5. They're looking for their 3rd Region 5 title in 4 years, while Central McLean, the co-op of Underwood and Turtle Lake Mercer, looking for their first state tournament appearance in that co-op's history. Region 6 out in the Magic City from the Modded Auditorium, it's Mulhall Lansford Sherwood against Bishop Bryan. Last year was Glenburn over Rugby, so 2 new teams out in Region 6. Bishop Bryan is looking for their first state tournament appearance, and first since 2015 when they won 3 straight Class B girls basketball titles. Hannah Stewart, Gabby Bull, and Maddie Wold were part of that 3 Musketeers, and Stewart went on to go on to Iowa to play collegiate basketball. Also was named Miss Basketball in the state of North Dakota in 2015. Mulhall Lansford Sherwood last state tournament appearance came as a co-op in 2005. Now to way west out in Region 7 from the Queen City in Dickinson. It's number 5 seeded Mott Region against number 2 seeded Beulah. Beulah last state tournament appearance came in 1989. And for Mott Region, they've never made state as a co-op. Mott did in 1979, and New England Regent made it in 1994. So some new blood will be at state out from Region 7 and in Region 8. Last year's Region 8 champs, Kenmare, go up against Newtown. Newtown looking for their first state tournament appearance since 2013. So that's a look across the state of North Dakota today here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll keep you comprised. Most of the regions don't get going till 6 o'clock tonight with the third place with the championship game to follow. Region 3 again will be in the quarterfinals. We'll take another quick break. When we come back after this, we'll take a look at what is here in Region 1 today from the Shield Center. 4 games for you. We'll recap what happened a week ago Thursday in the play-in round and then get you set for the 4 games still to come, where we might see some history in game number 3 with Kaya Malk of Hankinson 1 point away from tying and 2 points away from breaking the school all-time career scoring record for the Hankinson Pirates. There's a lot of stuff to get to here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, and thanks to all the sponsors for allowing us to be here at the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. We will have coverage also next week, starting a week from today for the EDC Boys and Girls Basketball Tournaments, and we'll have the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament from Wahpeton as well in a couple of weeks. The Maple River Raiders have taken the floor, and the Kindred Vikings are shortly behind them, which means we're nearing in on the opening tip from the Shield Center. Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Joel Morgan will join us later. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
As we come back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, inching closer to the starting lineups and the opening tip from the Shield Center for game number 1 of our quadruple header here in the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. Let's take a look at what happened a week ago tonight in the play-in round. All the higher seeds advanced. Maple River defeated the Lisbon Broncos in double overtime again as Maple River advanced for the first time. When you look at just the Maple Valley portion in Region 1, they have the co-op of Hope and Page this year. But for the first time since 2016, Maple River has advanced now into the postseason in terms of the girls' quarterfinals here in Region 1. So it's been a little while for the Raiders to be here in this setting. They're going to have 2 seniors, a number of juniors, and a load of underclassmen. So an opportunity here where really Maple River is playing with the old card, which is probably not a lot of people expect you to be in contention at halftime or farther down the line. But regardless here for the Raiders, if they can get a quick start like they did against Kindred the first time and then add on to it, we'll see what happens. And more importantly for both these teams, and for a lot of these schools, no school Monday, no school Tuesday. You maybe got in the gym Wednesday a little bit. Now you have a quick turnaround as you get slated here for this one here today. Other game in the top portion of the bracket, number 5 seed Richland over number 12 seed the Oak Grove Grovers, 52-26. Richland will play Sargent County later today. That'll be at 4:30 as a scheduled tip between the Bulldogs and the Colts. Richland, Megan Roop, over 2,000 career points in that contest. She surpassed. Megan Roop heading to MSUM to play collegiate basketball next season for Carla Nelson. And Sargent County, Annika Nelson's having a tremendous senior season as well, so it'll be fun to see that matchup later today. Also, bottom half of the bracket, number 7 seeded Hankinson Pirates, a 61-34 win over number 10 seeded Wymer Lidgewood, the Warbirds. Hankinson will play number 2 seeded Central Cass at 6 o'clock this evening. Kaya Malk again just needs 2 points to break the all-time record in program history here for the Hankinson Pirates, held by Casey Geffrey, and that's the all-time scoring record. Kaya Malk right now with 1,471 points, and that's pretty good company because Geffrey, in just terms of some of the awards, a Miss Basketball finalist and Region 1 Senior Athlete of the Year as well for the Hankinson Pirates back in 2010. And the Tri-State Tigers won a 64-43 win over the Enderlin Eagles. A close game at the half. The Tigers went on in the second half on a run, and they moved on. They'll play Northern Cass, where the Jags and the Tigers had a good one earlier this season, the last meeting on December the 2nd, early on the year, but a 69-60 win for Northern Cass down in Fairmount. So the Jags, the number 3 seed, going up against the number 6 seed Tri-State Tigers. The top 4 seeds all earned a bye to the quarterfinals. That was Kindred, Sargent County, Central Cass, and Northern Cass as well. So that's a look at what happened in the Region 1 girls basketball tournament play-in round back on Thursday. Today again, Kindred Maple River to get things going. Sargent County and Richland will follow this game at around 4:30. Later tonight at around 6 o'clock, Central Cass and Hankinson. Then the nightcap with Northern Cass and Tri-State at 7:30. Tomorrow night, semifinals will get underway right here on your live event. Semifinal number 1, that'll get underway later tonight here. And that'll be closer. Semifinal number 1 tomorrow night will get underway at around 6:30. And then you're going to have a contest between semifinal game number 2 at 8 o'clock. Third place and championship will be on Saturday. We'll continue on our IRA Insurance pregame show after this.
All your needs under one roof. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton, with cozy hotel rooms, water park, restaurant, and pub all in one location. And they're accepting resumes and interviews for front desk, housekeeping, and restaurant staff. A friendly work environment, competitive pay. Visit the website cassin.com, click on the employment tab, or call 701-347-4524. The Governor's Inn Water Park special this month: half-price wristbands at the water park and 30% off all birthday packages. Much more than just a hotel. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton, 701-347-4524.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on a wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
Before we get to our starting lineups and the opening tip, let's take a dive into the Kindred Vikings and the Maple River Raiders here. The Region 1 championship the last 2 years has been won by the Central Cass Squirrels. An overtime over Kindred in 2021, and in 2020 in this very venue, Central Cass won by 7 over the Vikings. Now, the last time Kindred failed to make a Region 1 championship game was 2014 when Central Cass went up against Fairmount Campbell Tinta. So it's been since 2014 again. And since 2015, Kindred has either been the region champs or the region runners-up here in this Region 1 girls basketball tournament. The latest Class B girls basketball poll, as voted on by the Sportscasters and Sports Writers Association in North Dakota. Kindred at number 1 received 12 first-place votes. Four Winds Minnewacan, they're still alive to make state. They play Langdon area Edmore Munich tonight. They received 1 first-place vote at number 2. The Central Cass Squirrels at number 3 out of Region 1. Grafton out of Region 2, number 4. And at number 5, Garrison. They fell earlier in the Region 5 tournament. That was your top number 5 in the Class B girls basketball poll. But again, the Kindred Vikings, state titles in 2017 and 2019. They were runners-up in 2015 against Bishop Ryan. They're looking for their 11th state tournament appearance, their first since 2019. On the opposite side here for Maple River, the Raiders, again, first postseason win from a Maple Valley portion in terms of just Region 1 basketball. Hope and Page, part of that co-op at Finley Sharon, Hope and Page in Region 2 over the last handful of seasons. Maple River, though, the number 8 seed. You take a look at their program's history. 2 state titles comes from Hope in 1979 and 1980. Maple Valley, their last time that they made it from a school district point of view to a state tournament came in 1991, and there's some pretty awfully good names when you take a look at these particular co-ops coming together here. Riley Nudell for the Maple River Raiders, and you got Katie Richards as well, 2 of them here. And this is our, again, Irie Insurance pregame show. It's Maple River and the Kindred Vikings here. Thank you very much for tuning in to our high school basketball coverage. We're going to take another quick timeout. When we come back after this, we'll get you slated for some more action here between the Maple River Raiders and the Kindred Vikings. Maple River on the season this year here at 7-13 for the Kindred Vikings at 20-0. Our Irie Insurance pregame show continues after this.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
As we come back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, as it's literally when we go to camera 1 where Joey is, it's bumping. They got the music playing so loud in here. They're getting ready for a concert, but here on the quarter camera looks to be all right. So we will get up to Joey's camera in a little bit while longer. Joey Hughes running the camera. Chase Miller with you here courtside from the Region 1 girls basketball tournament on the campus of North Dakota State University inside the Shields Center. Let's take a look at our player profile here for Maple River and the Kindred Vikings. For the Kindred Vikings, they have some girls that, well, if you've been across the state or in this region, if you're a fan of Kindred, you're going to wish that they don't go, but if you're a fan of anybody else, you're going to say it's felt like 10 years that Abby Dukesher and Taryn Johnson have been playing on the basketball court. When are they finally going to move on and graduate? Well, Dukesher is a senior this year alongside with Johnson. Dukesher heading to play collegiate softball at Alabama, averaging 19 points and 9 rebounds per contest for the 6'1 sophomore forward. She has school records of career points, rebounds, steals, and assists. Over 2,500 points, 931 rebounds, and 445 assists here for Abby Dukesher. And Taryn Johnson heading to play for MSUM and Carla Nelson in the fall. Johnson, 15.7 rebounds per game for the 6'1 senior center. Johnson in her career almost has 1,600 points. She just needs 4 points to get to that plateau here today. Over 875 rebounds, 295 steals here for Taryn Johnson. So that is definitely 1A and 1B when it comes to the Kindred Vikings. Then you sprinkle in a junior guard in Casey Berner, a Tina Fryer who's heading to play at the University of Jamestown for collegiate basketball, Charlie McQuillan at 5'6", a junior guard. They got some players, and the question always has been for the Kindred Vikings over the last handful of years, if they get into foul trouble, how deep is their bench, whether it's in a game number one like this or in the quarters, or all the way to where they've been able to play in the championship game as well, again, every year since 2015. The biggest thing here for the Kindred Vikings, if an early foul trouble arises for an Abby Dukesher or a Taryn Johnson in this tournament, who and where can they go for consistent numbers off the bench? There is a Eisenshank, an 8th grader who's played really well. You do have an Avery Bartels and a Peyton Getty, but that's going to be the biggest thing moving forward here throughout the tournament for the Kindred Vikings. On the opposite side, for the Maple River Raiders, head coached by Nathan Hoots at 7-13 on the season. Now, in terms of what the Hoopster thought, and the Hoopster is just one ranking, as we say, preseason rankings might not mean as much, but it does give you an early indication to know what is potentially going on in a tournament or potentially in a region as well. Maple River was tabbed to be number 12, dead last in the region. Instead, they were number 8. They hosted a play-in game, won, and now they get to play in the region quarterfinals where they have 2 seniors in Jordan Ewine and Michelle Bojahoski. They will graduate after this tournament gets done and this postseason. And then you look and you say you got an 8th grader in Claire Irie, a 7th grader in Carly Hovelson. You have a junior in Wedge, a freshman in Hannig. That's before you talk about a Kaloran who's a freshman and a Richmond who's a senior. There's a lot of youthful talent on this team here for Maple River, and at bare minimum, another experience to get you a little hungrier for next year. But for Coach Nathan Hoots and the Raiders, they want to spring that upset trap, and it's going to have to take nearly a flawless game, to be quite honest, for Maple River to get it into the 4th quarter and beat the Kindred Vikings. But we've seen upsets before. We saw UMBC knock off number 1 Virginia 16-1. This would be a very similar situation here for the Maple River Raiders. If they can come in to the Shield Center, have a good start to the game, and find themselves in the 2nd quarter and halftime only trailing it by 8-10 points at the most, you're going to have an opportunity here for the Maple River Raiders to try to spring the upset. It's going to be a tall order. No one has beaten the Kindred Vikings this year. Kindred outscoring their opposition by plus 32. They've only had 2 games that have came within single digits this season. So a lot of things are going to have to go right for the Maple River Raiders without question. But sometimes, again, with snow days on Monday, Tuesday, you get off rhythm. You finally got some shots in the gym yesterday. You barely get to school today. Noon comes, boom, get on a bus and get to play a game here inside the Shield Center. It's going to be a lot of fun to see what we have. This is just game number 1 of 4 today from the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. Number 4 seed, Sargent County, the Bulldogs, head coached by Randall Searstead. Sargent County having a really nice season. The number 4 seed made up of that co-op of Milner North Sargent and Sargent Central going up against the Richland Colts after the conclusion of this one. That number 2 seed, the Central Cass Squirrels, the back-to-back Region 1 champs 2 years ago. 4th place at state in the Betty. Last year, lost to Grafton in the state championship game, but Jay Bachman's squad has a bevy of players back from last season. It's Central Cass and the Hankinson Pirates, as the Hankinson Pirates look to get their first win over the Squirrels in nearly 5 seasons later tonight. And then the nightcap, number 3 seed Northern Cass, which the Jags have really been the number 2A team, so to speak, in this region the last couple of years. Kindred and Central Cass, you expect them to meet again for the 3.0 version in the Region 1 championship for a 3rd straight year. But Northern Cass is a team that made the state volleyball championship, a team that the first week of basketball practice, they were playing volleyball, and now they feel like they've come into their rhythm, winning 9-10 straight in a row here for Northern Cass. And don't count out Tri-State. Tri-State's a very difficult matchup. They have some bigs on the inside. They have a couple of really good shooters and 1 or 2 girls who can drive and kick and make their own shots. So that 3-6 game should be a lot of fun later tonight for Coach Dahlgren of Tri-State and Coach D.C. Lucas of Northern Cass. Looking very much forward to it. It's game number 1 of 4 here, and that does it for our iReinsurance pregame show For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at IrieINS.com. That's IrieINS.com. And make sure you patronize all our sponsors as well. We would not be here without the majority of our sponsors for allowing us to be at the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. That does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. When we come back after this, it's the starting lineups and the opening tip. It's number 1 seed, the Kindred Vikings, going up against the number 8 seed, Maple River Raiders. It's the Vikings and the Raiders. Joey Hughes on camera, Chase Miller with you courtside. Joel Morgan will join us a little bit later on. And also a reminder, the Region 2 championship game is later tonight on your live event between the Grafton Spoilers and the Thompson Tommies. A good crowd on hand. Mother Nature and Old Man Winter won on Monday and Tuesday, but we get ready to play 4 games today from the Shield Center. It's Kindred and Maple River next here on your live event.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The Enderlin Alumni Association promotes the school and community, as over the past few years, Enderlin athletics have been greatly supported by the alumni, from upgrades to the weight room, practice equipment, and technology. The Enderlin Alumni Association hopes to improve the quality of life for students and citizens by giving back to the community and keeping it local. The Enderlin Area School and Enderlin community would like to thank the Enderlin Alumni Association for their generous and continued support. Go Eagles!
From too wet to too dry, we know Mother Nature has the final say on the crop. Count on Irie Insurance to help manage that risk. Irie Insurance has a proven track record with over 30 years of experience as a crop insurance leader. Protect your legacy with the right tools to do the job. Learn more at IrieInsurance.com or by calling your local agent in Devils Lake, Hillsborough, Hope, Mackville, Towner, and West Fargo.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you in your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Kate's Kennels, located in Castleton, North Dakota. We offer boarding for all of your furry companions. Whether you're going on vacation or you have an emergency, we are here for you. We know they are a member of your family, and we will treat them as if they were one of our own. Kennel tours are always welcome. Check us out on Facebook at Kate's Kennels or visit our website at kateskennels.com. Give us a call at 701-347-4176 for all your furry friend boarding needs.
As we come back here, let's take a look at your starting lineups for the Maple River Raiders and the Kindred Vikings. Iris Richmond at a guard here for Maple River, a 5'7" sophomore. Michelle Bojahowski, a 5'9" senior. You have Addison Hannig, a 6-foot freshman center. You have Kiana LaRude, a 5'5" sophomore, and Chloe Wetch, the junior 5'5" guard who put the game away against Lisbon with those free throws in double overtime. The Maple River Raiders under the guidance of Nathan Hoots, a mark of 7 wins, 13 losses on the year here for Maple River. For the Kindred Vikings, head coach by Sam Brandt with a mark of 20 wins, 0 losses. They're going to go like this here for the Kindred Vikings. McQuillan, a 5'6" junior guard. You have Abby Dukesher, a 6'1" senior forward. From there, Casey Berner, a junior at 5'8". Tina Fryer, a 5'9" senior. And you have Taryn Johnson, the 6'1" senior center here for the Kindred Vikings. Maple River, Richmond, Bojahowski, Hannig, LaRude, and Wedge. For the Kindred Vikings, head coach by Sam Brand again, they're going to go with McQuillan, Dukesher, Berner, Fryer, and Johnson. As we get this one to go, as some of our officials here today for this one. You're going to have Jacob Schleck, Michael Sorley, and also Elisha Hoy will put this one in the center circle here for the officiating crew. 4 8-minute quarters, a 35-second shot clock as you see it there on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Game number 1 of 4 is slated to get underway here from the Shield Center. Update for you from State Hockey. Minot and Davies tied at 1. After one period in boys hockey between the Magi and the Eagles. Opening tip is up at 3:04 on a good Thursday afternoon, and how do you do? Casey Berner brings this one to front court, leaves it between the circles to Dukesher, right-hand side now to Fryer. Man defense by the Raiders. Here comes a double team. Dukesher's pass goes left-hand side to McQuillan, left wing 3. That one rattles out, and a rebound underneath. Tasseled for, and Richmond able to come down with it here for Maple River. Chloe Wetch now in the front court here. A driving kick action. Hannig, right baseline 3. That one rattles out, and a rebound. That's going to come down to Casey Berner, her first. Berner 70 points away from 1,000. McQuillan shovel pass inside. Ends up with Dukesher. Ball gets skipped right-hand side, top of the key. Berner will shoot the 3. That one rattles out. Rebound, though, by Taryn Johnson. Put back off the window with a soft kiss on a Thursday afternoon for 2. And here's the thing with Kindred. They'll come at you with that 1-3-1. We call it the Vikings fly trap. They're looking to trap you all over the court and try to get the turnover, as they almost do there. LaRue handles it, leaves it left-hand side. Richmond skip, Wetch for the lead. 3. That's off the front iron, and the ball is going to come up, and we have a jump ball possession in favor of Maple River. That's going to be the thing here for the Raiders throughout the contest, applying the pressure that Kindred is going to face to try to avoid it. Hannig gets double teamed on the inside. They give it up top between the circles to Kiana LaRue. The Kindred Vikings will match a little man-to-man defense here, up 2-0 early by the 2 points of Johnson. Wedge comes off a staggered 3. That one's off the mark, and a rebound goes to Abby Dukesher, her first. Dukesher, baseball pass up the floor to McQuillan. McQuillan drives the paint, and she goes right over LaRue. Kiana LaRue stood her ground, but McQuillan able to get around her enough for the 2 points. It's 4-0 early here for the Kindred Vikings. Winner will play Sargent County or the Richland Colts tomorrow night in game number 1 of our 2 semifinals at 6:30. Wedge open, left wing 3 off the mark. Rebound goes to Charlie McQuillan. So early on, Maple River has shot 3 from beyond the arc. Haven't seen one of them yet to go. Kindred up top to Fryer, right-hand side Berner, inside Johnson, double team comes. Johnson with the kick, playing a little triangle action there. Ball gets skipped to McQuillan with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Inside Johnson from the baseline for 2. Taryn Johnson makes it a 6-0 run to start this contest off for the Kindred Vikings. Chloe Wetch right now brings it up, gives it to LaRue. LaRue looking to find a teammate, does on the Richmond. Ball gets skipped around left-hand side. Shot fake there by Bojahoski. Bounce pass now to LaRue. LaRue with it back to Wetch. Chloe Wetch will handle the basketball now to Hannig. Hannig on the baseline, back to Wetch. Wetch going to look to drive. There's the pick and pop action to Hannig. Hannig takes a couple of dribbles, lost her balance, gives it up top. Richmond before the buzzer, 3. Off the back tab, no. Followers her shot. Nice bounce pass to Hannig. Off the backboard for 2. That's what you do. Follow your shot. Richmond with the board and the assist. Addison Hannig gets the Maple River Raiders their first bucket of the afternoon. Up top now to Fryer. Fryer, nice ankle cross, right to left. Hang, nice pass on the interior, and Johnson gets mugged. Taryn Johnson will go to the free throw line to shoot the pair. The foul coming here on Maple River. This will be on LaRue, her first and the team's first. Mecca Murnham at the stripe. Taryn Johnson, a 67% free throw shooter on the season, shooting 1 of 2 and makes the first. Substitution on the floor for the Raiders. Brio Caloran, a 5'10" freshman, will check into the contest. Also, Carly Hovelson, a 5'5" 7th grader. Caloran averaging 5 points per contest. Hovelson averaging 3. Johnson, free throw attempt number 2, tickles a twine. Taryn Johnson, 6 of the 8 points here for the Kindred Vikings early. Chloe Wetch in the front court here. Gets it, sees a double team, leaves it with it. Now it's Caloran. Caloran trying to get out of that short corner, but Dukesher will have it go off of her right hand. It'll stay with the Maple River Raiders. We mentioned in our Irie Insurance pregame show, and the one thing that they're going to have to try to do throughout this contest for the Raiders, just stay within striking distance. get some timely stops and you can, but you're going to have to put the hoop, you're going to have to put the basket through the cylinder here going up against the Vikings team that averages 72 per contest. For Maple River, they just average 47. Wedge, turnaround, and she'll get fouled in the act of shooting after the spin. Casey Berner got her hand caught in the cookie jar. That'll be her first, team's first, and Chloe Wedge goes to the free throw line. Wedge, 12 points, went 6 of 6 against the Lisbon Broncos in the region playing game back a week ago tonight. Free throw attempt by Wedge, number 1, is going to be long. Substitution checking in will be Peyton Getty, a 5'2" sophomore guard, averaging 2 points and 2 steals as Berner will check out. 4:32 left to play on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Kindred right now leads it by 6. Free throw attempt by Wedge, able to bring it within a 5-point game. So still 2 possessions early. The Kindred Vikings, the number 1 team in this region, also the number 1 team in the state. Getty's going to drive, look for the driving kick, jumping the passing lane, though, is Kaloran. Kaloran has 2 Vikings around her, and we're going to have a double dribble violation here on Maple River as they'll go back to the Kindred Vikings. Right now, Kindred, a team that won the state championship in 2019. Central Cass able to beat them in the region title then in 2020 and 2021. And with this senior class, the Vikings would love to get back to state. They think they got the team that could do some damage, not just in this region, but across the state here, and it's shown. Taryn Johnson gets her way to the rim, comes off the bottom of the rim. Richmond gets the rebound, her third already in quarter number 1. Chloe Wedge gives it up the other end of the floor here as Richmond crosses the timeline with a second to spare. Hanig right in front of the Kindred bench, and a body foul here on McQuillan. That'll be her first and the team's second. Substitution checking in, Jordan Ewan here for the Raiders. Well, for the Kindred Vikings, checking in the contest will be Eisenshank, the 5'8" 8th grader here, averaging 4 points and 2 boards. Wedge at the right baseline, uses up that dribble. Right-hand side, three-pointer on the way by Ewan, but a traveling violation as she took 1-2 into it without the dribble. That one was a made 3, but taken off the scoreboard as Ewan right there with the traveling violation. Kindred with Peyton Getty, and the Raiders will look to swarm anytime Johnson or Dukesher has the ball. Dukesher, 17-footer right over Ewan for 2. Abby Dukesher with her first 2 points of tonight, now with 2,529 in her high school career. That started as a 7th grader. This one goes right-hand side at the varsity level, that is, for Abby Dukesher. Chloe Wedge takes a ball screen, looking on the interior, whips it around to Ewan now. Ewan back to Wedge. Wedge looks for a shot, nothing there, rips it through. Drive, here comes the kick. Addison Hanig takes a couple of dribbles, left short corner, and we're going to have a offensive foul here on Chloe Wedge for the illegal screen. That'll be her first, team second, much to the chagrin of head coach for the Raiders there in Nathan Hoots. This one goes left-hand side with it now is Eisenshank to Taryn Johnson. Johnson takes a couple hard dribbles to the baseline to Tina Fryer. Fryer works it around the horn, zips a pass, finds Dukesher. Oh, what a honey of a find by Tina Fryer. That one had some smoke on it. Dukesher now at 4. Largest lead of the game as Tina Fryer almost gets that steal. Kiana LaRude will check in here as Wedge will check out. This one will get inbounded to the left of the baseline here. As this one will give it up top now to Hovelson. Hovelson working with it, leaves it right-hand side to Kaloran. Kaloran goes to the right baseline. Jordan Ewan back to Kaloran. Maple River looking for a bucket. Hanig up top trying to take Johnson away from the paint. Finds Ewan at the right wing. Ewan with the shot fake, lost it and goes out of bounds, and a turnover here on the Raiders. That's their third. 2:23 left to play here in the first quarter, and we have a timeout on the floor. We'll break as well on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Kindred up by 9.
Thank you.
「 Kindred 2022 Untitled Chapter 」 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 Kindred 2022 Untitled Chapter 」
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
As we come back here on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, the Kindred Vikings 12, the Maple River Raiders 3 here. It's game number 1 of 4 of our quadruple header of the Region 1 girls basketball tournament here on your live event. Abby Dukesher leaves it left-hand side between the circles now. That's going to go to Eisenschenk, who goes hard down the paint off the mark. Taryn Johnson put back, and she gets fouled. Johnson with the rebound. That's her second. She'll go back to the free throw line. The foul will come on Ewine, her first, and the team's third. Taryn Johnson, love the shoes. Got multicolored laces here for Johnson. Have everything from brown to light blue to a little turquoise to dark blue, a hint of salmon. Here comes free throw attempt number 2. Shoe colors have definitely been part of the game in basketball, particularly at the high school level over the last handful of seasons. Long gone are just the days of white and black Converses or your type of Nikes. Now you got to add a little flair to it. Full court press for the first time today. Maple River trails it by double digits. Hanig in the front court leaves it. Hovelson, she gets fouled, and I believe it was beyond the three-point line. It is. Picking up the foul here will be on McQuillan, her second, team's third, and going to the line is Carly Hovelson, the 5'5", 7th grader. Well, if shots aren't falling, the way to kind of add into it a little bit here is at the charity stripe, and that's what Hovelson will try to do. 1 of 3 on the way, and she buries the first. Free throw attempt number 2 here, as normally you're used to coming in after the second one, but again, shooting 3. So Hovelson goes back to the line. Maple River 2 of 3 right now from the charity stripe and make them 3 of 4 as a team. Substitutions, Wetch back on the floor, also in Claire Irie here for Maple River, the 5'9", 8th grader, and you have Michelle Bojahoski back on the floor. For the Kindred Vikings, you're going to have Casey Berner at the top, Peyton Getty on the bottom. You'll have Avery Bartels for the first time today, the 5'10" sophomore forward. Free throw attempt, Hovelson misses the third. Dukesher gets the rebound, that's her second. Ball in the front court, left-hand side, backing her defender down is Berner. Top of the key here, a little hesitation by Eisenschenk. Right-handed layup off the bottom of the rim, and a rebound goes to Hovelson. Hovelson gets tied up now to LaRue, up the floor to Wetch. And we have a foul here on the Kindred Vikings. That's a difficult one because the shot clock was down to 28 seconds. Instead, we get a foul here. This will be on Getty, her first in the team's fourth. So we have 2 on McQuillan, who's a starter. And then you got 1 right now on Berner and 1 by Peyton Getty. Kiana LaRue in the backcourt with Chloe Wetch. Wetch spins and gets in the front court here. Bounce pass right-hand side. Bojahoski, three-pointer off the rim is short, and a board goes to Eisenschenk. Berner to Getty, but a turnover here for the Kindred Vikings, their second. Tina Fryer will check into the contest. Some of the closest games this year for Kindred, a 9-point win at Barnesville on December the 10th, 14-point win at Central Cass on February 1st, 7-point win against Grafton on January the 8th, and an 11-point win over Shiloh on January the 1st. Turnover in the front court by Maple River. Getty driving kick to Fryer. Fryer with the shot. Fake takes a couple of dribbles. Little excuse me pass up top to Avery Bartels. Three-pointer on the way. No. Rebound Fryer. Power dribble inside the paint. That rattles out. Third time the charm. Yes, sir. Dukesher, 6 points and 3 rebounds. They had 3 cracks at it and another turnover here on the Raiders. Tina Fryer in the front court. Right wing free throw line extended. Kindred, right now, with about 40 seconds left in the game clock, will turn over. That's their third turnover, something Sam Brandt will be able to live with if you're kind of getting more of a run-and-gun situation. But here for the Maple River Raiders as they handle it, this will be with Kiana LaRue. A 4-second differential between shot clock and the game clock here on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Maple River already used one timeout here in this quarter. For the Kindred Vikings, they have all 5 remaining. Bojahoski's pass gets stolen across the paint here. This one gets it to Burner, left-handed layup in transition for 2. Casey Burner becomes the 4th different Viking in the scoring column as they lead it by their largest margin at 12. Chloe Wetch in the front court now. Wetch gives it back to LaRue. LaRue crosses the timeline here to Hovelson. Hovelson looking for the drive, gets the paint, throws one up, and gets fouled in the act of shooting. Carly Hovelson, just a 7th grader, but kind of putting that helmet down, if you will, goes through the A gap and picks up a foul on Burner. So Casey will pick up her 2nd and the team's 5th, and going to the line will be Hovelson. Free throw attempt on the way here for Carly is good. Substitutions for both teams as Eisenschenk will return the floor for the Maple River Raiders. Richmond is back on. Also with her, Jordan Ewine, one of 2 seniors here for the Raiders. Maple River, free throw attempt number 2 here for Hovelson. Trying to get it back to a 10-point deficit. And Hovelson, 4 of 5 from the line here this afternoon. 7 seconds. Getty gets it across the timeline with 5. Look at her run. Getty pops it past to Eisenschenk, who lost it on her way up. A turnover, and that's how we'll end this first quarter of play. After 1 quarter on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's number 1 seed Kindred, number 8 Maple River 7 on your live event.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
We return to the floor here inside the Shield Center. The Kindred Vikings 17, the Maple River Raiders 7. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you. Joel Morgan will be joining our coverage later today as well. Coming up next, Sargent County and Richland. That one is scheduled to get underway at around 4:30. Central Cass and Hankinson will be the bottom half of the bracket to start our night coverage, and then Northern Cass and Tri-State will wrap things off here later tonight. As the Kindred Vikings, 2 fouls on McQuillan, 2 fouls on Burner of their starters, and they both will start on the bench here in this second quarter as the Kindred Vikings will handle the basketball in the front court. We mentioned on our pregame show that if Maple River can just hang around in this one, be down by 10, 12 points at halftime, you feel like you're putting a little bit more pressure on Kindred. Fryer shot fake, driving kick to Dukesher, whip around pass now to Eisenschenk. Eisenschenk goes down the paint, right-handed layup is going to rattle in for 2. Eisenschenk becomes a 5th different Viking player in the scoring column. They match their largest lead of the contest right now at 12. Chloe Wedge in the front court, lost it not once or twice. Bounce pass goes across the paint. Dukesher able to get a right mid on it for the deflection. Dukesher up the floor to a running Taryn Johnson. Johnson spins inside off the backboard for 2. Taryn Johnson with a game-high 9 points. When the number 5 player in terms of the position, the post or the center runs, you feed them. That's what Dukesher was able to do there with Johnson. Hoots, and there's a 10-second violation there as it did not go through. Thought that Coach Hoots might call the timeout, but instead it will be a turnover here on Maple River. Chloe Wedge used up her dribble about a foot in front of the half-court stripe, and no one came over to try to help her out. So turnover there on the Vikings. We got a football score for you right now. Kindred trying to have the early knockout punch here in the first half. Eisenschenk, a good-looking 8th grader in terms of her basketball IQ and dribbling prowess. Fryer drives, looking inside on the pick and pop, or the pick and roll to Johnson, and we have a foul here on the floor. This will be the 4th on the Maple River Raiders as a team. The foul will come on Jordan Ewine. That's her 2nd. Addison Hannig will come in for the aforementioned Ewine. Dukesher slated to inbound the basketball here. As she does, gives it to Johnson, back to Dukesher. Abby with a little hesitation move, goes hard to the right baseline, off the backboard, no good, and a rebound to Chloe Wetch. Wetch up the other end, goes to Richmond, Hanig running. Richmond doesn't see a trailing Peyton Getty, though, and there's a turnover. Getty up the floor to Dukesher. Dukesher left-handed layup for 2. And a timeout on the floor will break with him. Dukesher now with 8. The Kindred Vikings up by 16 here on your live event.
The Maple Valley Parents Organization is an organization whose main purpose is to support all Maple Valley student activities, to promote a healthy environment and attitudes for the youth. Their aim is to encourage growth and interest in these areas by supporting them in a sportsmanlike manner. The Maple Valley Parents Organization is open to anyone. If you'd like to become a member or see upcoming events, like their Facebook page by searching Maple Valley Parents Organization on Facebook.
We would like to thank all of our sponsors for providing coverage here of the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. Some of those also include Kindred High School, the Kindred Booster Club. Also, thanks to Kozowski Repair, and also, as you saw right there, the Maple River, or the Maple Valley Parent Group. I'd like to thank North Star Egg as well out in Tower City, just some of the mini sponsors that have allowed us to be here for this Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. After the timeout, the second one taken by Maple River. I'll have 3 remaining and a turnover. Dukesher bounce pass across the paint to Johnson off the window for 2. Taryn Johnson in double figures with 11, and the Kindred Vikings have their largest lead of the game at 18. Chloe Wetch, baseball pass, gives it to LaRude. Kiana looks to drive as she does. Her shot gets blocked by Dukesher. Dukesher near sideline gives it to Fryer, and Fryer is going to call out the offense. Right now it's a 8-0 run here to start this second quarter for the Kindred Vikings. As this one gets in the front court, Burner looking, right-hand side, Eisenshake will shoot the 3. Oh, that tickles the twine. Eisenshake with the triple. That's the first made 3 of the contest, and the Kindred Vikings lead at 28-7. Maple River with it with Chloe Wetch. Wetch with it, drives, leaves it left-hand side 3. Richmond swirls it in. Iris Richmond gets the first 3 points of the contest in the second quarter here for Maple River. Dukesher goes the other way in transition. That rolls off. A board comes to Taryn Johnson. Leaves it on the driving kick, and now Fryer will set up the offense. Fryer looking for the ball screen, looks for Johnson on the roll, nothing given, now to Eisenschenk. Little 4-out-1 in offense here. Kindred on the driving kick. Getty gets the paint and gets fouled. Peyton Getty will go to the free throw line as a team. Kindred 3 of 4 from the stripe. The foul will come on Addison Hanig. That'll be her first and the team's 5th. So at the free throw line, here goes Getty. Kindred Vikings prior to this, all free throw attempts coming from Taryn Johnson. Getty, free throw, got it. Getty just averages 2 points and 2.5 steals per contest, but if they can just get even 6-7 points from her in a game, that's just going to be gravy for head coach Sam Brandt, because she's in there for one reason only: be a pest, be a hound on defense, and try to get in front of one of the better defenders or better ball handlers across the way. So Getty goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. A plethora of substitutions. Avery Bartel's back on the court alongside Burner and McQuillan. The last 2 are playing with 2 personal fouls. Now you have it with Kaloran for Maple River. Kaloran double team comes, and there's going to be a traveling violation on Maple River. We got him down for 11. As the Kindred Vikings here with Casey Burner will handle it in the front court. Burner, handoff, goes to Dukesher. Dukesher driving kick, right-hand side, inside to Johnson off the backboard. No, it rattles out, and Hovelson gets the rebound. Hovelson, right-hand side to Hanik, back to Hovelson here. 4.5 minutes before we get to our halftime show. Take a look at the first half numbers. Hanik with the hard dribble, and she gets fouled by Johnson. Taryn will pick up her first team 6th. Addison Hanig with 2 points in the game for the 6-foot freshman center. Hanig 15.7 rebounds in their win over the Lisbon Broncos a week ago today out in Tower City in the Raider Dome. In that game, Hanig also made her first 3-pointer of the season. And talking with Coach Nathan Hoots after the game, said that might be her first 3-pointer of her career at the varsity level. Hanig makes free throw attempt number 1. Jordan Ewine will check in as Claire Irie, the 8th grader, will check out. free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Maple River. The Raiders right now shooting 6 of 8 from the free throw line as a team. Hanig, second free throw attempt on the way, is good. Well, not much changes. They went 16 of 18 against Lisbon a week ago today. Now shooting awfully well, 7 of 9 from the free throw line here for Maple River. They have just 2 field goals in the game, trailing it by 18. Dukesher driving kick to Burner. The student section of Maple River chanting defense. Ball gets skipped to McQuillan. McQuillan rips it through. Shovel pass across the paint to Johnson. Extra fine, and Jordan Ewine jumps to passing lane. Ewine in transition, tries to get by Burner, and Casey with the blocking foul. Casey Burner went for the big-time swat. Instead, she picks up the foul. Her 3rd, team 7th, and Jordan Ewine goes to the free throw line. Ewine, the 5'6" senior. Part of that with Michelle Bojahoski here, the 2 for the Raiders. Free throw attempts is off the mark. Substitution will be Tina Fryer, the 5'9" senior, in for Burner. Kindred Vikings just with oodles of talent, a D1 softball player, a D2 basketball player in Johnson, and a NAIA basketball player here in Fryer as well. Free throw attempt number 2 is good. Then just a matter of where does Casey Burner going a little bit. Avery Bartel's a phenomenal free throw shooter, phenomenal basketball player. So there's a lot of talent here for Kindred from athleticism. Ewine with another steal in transition. Ewine looking for the hand. It trails across the paint. Shot off the mark. A rebound by Dukesher. Abby with 8 points, 4 boards. Up the other end, the floor goes Fryer. Fryer inside Johnson. Double team kicks out Abby Dukesher. Top of the key for 3. Dukesher in double digits now at 11, and a timeout on the floor will break. 3:27 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Kindred up by 20.
Mindak Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing of the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Greg, Susan, Katie, Sarah Melody, and staff are proud to promote local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. You'll see everything from honey and jams, puzzles, and year-round gift baskets at Mindak Market. Stop by the store in West Acres or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
As we come back here, 33-13, you see on our scoreboard, it kind of winds down the time here internally on put 30 seconds or 60 seconds on the clock, and then they get back to the regular action. 3:27 left to play here in the first half. Kindred and head coach Sam Brandt takes their first time out, and this is an opportunity. We've seen the full court press, the full court trap, the 1-3-1 full court, and now we're going to see a little zone defense here. So Sam Brandt calls a timeout, calls a little defensive play. This one goes to the hands of Hovelson, trying to find the baseline in Ewine. Hovelson uses up that dribble. Now it gives it to Kaloran. Kaloran with the drive kick. Right-hand side, Bojahoski, three-pointer. It was halfway out like in the carnival when you play those little Coke bottles and you shoot it on a ring, and you think it's going to rattle in. Instead, it takes a little bounce and pops out. It reminds me of the carnival there in the summer, which also reminds me of green grass and some good warm temperatures, which we could use in the Red River Valley. McQuillan goes hard down the paint. Left-handed layup for 2. Nice little nail pick there for McQuillan at the top of the key. The lane to open up, and McQuillan able to finish with that shot. As we go the other end of the floor here now for the Maple River Raiders, this will be with Hovelson. Hovelson left-hand side, leaves it back up top here for the Raiders. That ball goes between the circles at the right wing, leaves it to the baseline here. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Hanig with it, takes a couple of dribbles, finds it, top of the key, that goes to Kaloran. Kaloran goes between the circles, and here comes Peyton Getty. You do not want to get a track meet with Getty, and that's the reason why. Peyton Getty now with 4. She's got some afterburners here, and just a sophomore. Maple River in the front court here with Hovelson as we're nearing the 2-minute mark here in this first half. Hovelson get a little body there. McQuillan comes on the help. Jump ball possession will favor the Maple River Raiders. So because of the postponed schedule, NDSU and UND will play in this arena in women's basketball on Saturday at 1. So the semifinals tomorrow just fine. Nothing's being played here. That'll be at 6:30 for semifinal number 1. But then on Saturday, got to wait till 6:30 for the third place game of the championship to follow on Saturday night. So a little bit behind schedule than what you would have your traditional 6 and 7:30 time slots. Wetch, three-pointer, left wing long, and a rebound gets tapped out, and trying to save it is Maple River, and they do. Give a good hustle there to Richmond. Wetch has to get a shot off, and she can't. There's a shot clock violation. Well, on the shot, it never drew iron, so the shot clock never reset, and by the time Wetch had the basketball, it was under 3 seconds on the shot clock, and it just was tough there for Maple River. The Raiders held the 6 points here in the quarter, while the Kindred Vikings already with 20 points in 6.5 minutes in this second stanza. Bounce pass inside, Johnson spins, quadruple teamed. Kick out right-hand side, and there comes a blocking foul. Hovelson with her first, team 6th. For the Kindred Vikings, they have 17 fouls, 3 timeouts remaining. For the Maple River Raiders, they have 6 team fouls and 3 timeouts ran for Coach Nathan Hoots. This one inside, well, that froze everybody. Dukesher with the assist. Tina Fryer with the 2 points. This one goes on the interior now to Hovelson. Hovelson, ball's going to get batted left-hand side for the Raiders with Wetch. Wetch at the top of the key, 60 seconds left here in this first half. Richmond, three-pointer long, rebound. Nicely done by Eisenschenk. She didn't have the position, but she got the tip to herself. Dukesher inside, shot fake, takes a couple dribbles here, crossing over, looks to Johnson. Johnson at the right, blocking its foul. Edison Hanig will pick up her second, team 7th, and Taryn Johnson with 12 points on the late afternoon. 3 of 4 from the line, and also with 3 rebounds. Johnson goes to charity stripe to shoot 2. Johnson misses the first. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Taryn. Substitution for Maple River, Kiana LaRude will check in. Checking out will be Michelle Bojahowski. That might be not just an all-region name, that might be an all-state name for Bojahowski. Free throw attempt number 2 is good by Johnson. Also, that might be on the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Not sure the definition of origin quite yet, but Bojahowski, again, will check out here for Maple River. Ball goes left baseline for the Raiders. Back up top to Kiana LaRude. Kindred in this 1-2-2 extended zone. Hovelson, three-pointer left wing off the mark, and a rebound gets tapped down and will stay. Actually, it will go to to the Kindred Vikings. Kindred can take the final shot of the half if they want. As you see the bench for the Kindred Vikings across the way holding up one. Just take one good look here and let's get to the half. And Coach Stan Brent has to like what she's seen in the opening 16 minutes of this one. Dukesher crossing over up top to Johnson. Johnson looks at it, 13 seconds, not a 12. And here comes the Kindred Vikings. Dukesher, will she go left or right? Dukesher takes a ball screen left, 5 seconds, now to 4, driving kick. This one goes to Getty. Getty finds Fryer before the buzzer. Got it! Tina Fryer ends the first half with a three-pointer. 43-33, Kindred with an emphatic second quarter here in the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. Our halftime show is next here on your live event.
North Star Egg is your premier full-service short-line machinery dealer. Whether it's equipment sales, parts, or service, North Star Egg carries a full range of equipment from leading brands such as Meridian, Brandt, and Salford Valmar. The North Star team is here to help you year-round. Learn more at northstar-egg.com. That's northstar-egg.com. Or visit them at their Tower City facility. North Star Egg, committed to quality, committed to you. The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Making a difference and impacting lives comes together when you study to become a nurse at Lake Region State College. Our nursing program is available in Mayville, Grand Forks, and Devils Lake. Find out more today. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
As we come back here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's the Kindred Vikings 43, the Maple River Raiders 13 here at the half in our Region 1 girls basketball tournament. Still to come, number 4 seed Sargent County goes up against number 5 seed the Richland Colts. Number 2 seed Central Cass against number 7 seed Hankinson. And number 3 seed Northern Cass against number 6 seeded the Tri-State Tigers. That's coming up here in the Region 1 girls basketball tournament. Also coming up on our halftime show, we'll take a look at other scores from across the region and also get you ready for championship night. 6 of the 8 regions will crown a region champ, so we'll know 75% of the teams heading to the Betty Engelstead Sioux Center a week from today, where the State B girls basketball tournament gets underway. Region 1 and Region 3, the two that were delayed here by 3 days or 72 hours because of Mother Nature. First half team numbers goes like this for the Maple River Raiders and the Kindred Vikings. Kindred had themselves a banner of a second quarter, scoring 17 points in the first, 26 points in the second. Maple River was 7 points in the first and 6 points in the second. Team numbers for the Kindred Vikings: 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 3 made threes by 3 different players, 7 in the scoring column with 6 first half turnovers. For the Maple River Raiders, they have 5 players in the scoring column, 8 of 11 from the stripe, 1 made 3 by Iris Richmond. We got them down for 13 turnovers. Individual numbers leading the floor: Taryn Johnson, 12 points, 4 of 6 from the line. Johnson with 12, Abby Dukesher with 11, 5 points apiece then by Tina Fryer and Eisenshank. 4 points coming by Getty and McQuillan here for the Kindred Vikings. Getty 2 of 2 from the line. For the Maple River Raiders, they are led offensively by the 4 points of Carly Hovelson. She's 4 of 5 from the stripe. 4 points by Addison Hannig as well, who's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 points by Iris Richmond, 1 point by Jordan Ewine, and a point for Chloe Wedge for the Maple River Raiders. The Raiders by the 4 points of Homelson and Hannig, while for the Kindred Vikings, they're led by the 12 points of Taryn Johnson and the 11 points of Abby Dukesher. If this score holds going through the rest of the game, Kindred would play the winner of our next contest of Sargent County or Richland. Kindred beat Sargent County 62-33 earlier this year, while they also beat the Richland Colts 80-40 here this season. Chase Miller with you alongside Joey Hughes. When we come back after this, we'll take a look at what's to come across the state of North Dakota on a very busy night in Class B girls basketball. At the half on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it is the Kindred Vikings with a 43-13 lead over the Maple River Raiders.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you and your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey! My Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
Contact the guys at RDK Enterprises before the winter breaks to spring and your equipment isn't ready for the field. RDK Enterprises specializes in seed meter calibration, planter maintenance, and they have the full line of precision planting products. Call them up and schedule your maintenance or software updates at 701-636-2119. They're more than happy to talk about any other issues that may be affecting your precision planting. Spring is closer than you think, and RDK Enterprises in Hillsborough and Drayton can help you out. 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
As we come back here on our halftime show, Chase Miller with you courtside from the Shields Center. Joey Hughes running the camera. Out-of-town scoreboard, it's the state hockey tournament going on at the Shields and Farmers Union Arena. West Fargo United moves on with a 2-1 win over the Mandan Braves in girls hockey. Also earlier today, number 1 seeded Fargo Davies over the number 8 seeded Grand Forks Central and Grand Forks Red River Knight Riders, which is still one of the best co-op names in all of sports. Later tonight, Bismarck against Jamestown. Minot squares off with Fargo North-South Shanley later tonight in the girls' side. Let's take a look at the boys' side for some of the games that have gone final in ice hockey here from Shields Arena. Earlier today, West Fargo Cheyenne. If you look at the upset from the seeding portion, number 4 seed from the East, West Fargo Cheyenne over the number 1 seed from the West, Jamestown, 3-2 earlier today. So we'll keep you comprised of some of the scores again going on across the state of North Dakota. At the half in Region 3, Lemoore Litchfield Marion with the edge right now as they currently lead Napoleon Gackle Streeter 23-16. Molly Muslin with 11 points for the Lobos. Also in Region 3 later today in the quarters, Kidder County against Edgeley Cullum Montpelier. Lytton HMB goes up against last year's region champion Carrington, and the Oaks Tornadoes against Medina Pingree Buchanan in Region 3. Region 2 later tonight here on Your Live Event and yourliveevent.com. It's going to be the Thompson Tommies and the Grafton Spoilers in Region 2 from the Betty. Grafton won back-to-back region titles. Thompson looking for their 9th state tournament appearance and first since 2019. And in Region 4 from Devil's Lake, Four Winds Minnewacan goes up against the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. It's the 4th straight year that these two programs have met. Langdon looking for their 5th consecutive Region 4 title coming up here between the Indians and the Cardinals. Region 5 out in Mandan, number 1 seed in Region 5, Shiloh going up against the number 3 seeded Central McLean Cougars. Region 6 from the Magic City and the Minot Auditorium. It's Mohall Lansford Sherwood against Bishop Ryan. Mohall Lansford Sherwood last state tournament appearance came in 2005. Region 7, Mott Region against Beulah. Beulah hasn't made state since '89, and Mott Region hasn't made state ever as a co-op. Mott made it in 1979. New England Region made it in 1994. So it's been a while for either one of those two programs. And in Region 8 from the Newtown Event Center, you're going to have Newtown against Kenmare. That'll get going at around 7:30. The Kenmare Honkers, winners of last year's Region 8 championship, while Newtown looking for their first state tournament appearance since 2013. After one half of play here from the Shields Center, it's the Kindred Vikings led by the 12 points of Taryn Johnson and the 11 points of Abby Dukesher with the healthy lead, 43-13. The Maple River Raiders led by the 4 points of Addison Hennig and the 4 points of Carly Hovelson. We're back with second half action after this here on Your Live Event.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Back here from the Shield Center, they got the music cranked where our main camera way up top on the rafters where Joey Hughes is. It's ping-ponging around like it's a rave. Chase Miller with you here courtside, giving another 15 seconds. We'll get to the second half action. Still to come here tonight or this afternoon from the Shield Center. We will get to Sargent County going up against the Richland Colts. That'll start up after the conclusion of this game. Central Cass goes up against the Hankinson Pirates, and also Northern Cass against number 6 seeded Tri-State. For the Kindred Vikings, a team that has made the Region 1 championship every year since 2015, looking for their first since 2019 here. This has been a program that's been just well-oiled. You look 5 years ago, 2017, they went 26-0, a state champ, defeated North Star. They've been in a number of big-time games. On the opposite side for Maple River, the co-op of Hope Page and Maple Valley school districts right now. The future is very bright here for Coach Nathan Hoots in Region 1 girls basketball. Tina Fryer, Johnson, Dukesher, McQuillan, and also Getty on the floor here for the Kindred Vikings. Getty drives the paint, bounce pass, gives it to Johnson, into the paint for two. Taryn Johnson with 14 points to lead the floor here for the Kindred Vikings. Kendall LaRue, you got Chloe Wetch, also with Boja Hosky, Richmond, and Hennig. The original starting five here for Maple River. Shot off the mark, no good there by Richmond. Rebound comes down to Taryn Johnson. Dukesher, baseball pass up the floor for the home run to hit McQuillan, and there's a foul. Richmond picks up the foul, her first, team's first, and at the free throw line is Charlie McQuillan. In Class B girls basketball, 4 8-minute quarters, a 35-second shot clock, and also is something that's a little bit different from Class A. There is a mercy rule. Once you're up by 30 or more points in the fourth quarter throughout the year, you would get into mercy time. Class A, you play halves, 30-second shot clock, and no mercy time. Free throw number one is good, and the second one is good as well by McQuillan. Now 8 of 10 from the free throw line here is Charlie. Maple River will see this one. Chloe Wetch on the drive, finds Hannick, top of the key. Hannick reverse it right-hand side. Back to Wetch. Wetch skips it, and that one climbing the ladder is Boja Hosky at the left wing. Boja Hosky looking for the driving kick, finds it to the baseline to LaRue. LaRue with the basketball, and there's going to be a turnover. Yes, Johnson gets the steal. Now up the other end of the floor. Here comes Getty. Getty spins. Nice defense. Getting back is Chloe Wetch for the Maple River Raiders. Wetch bounce pass, leaves it up the floor to Boja Hosky. Boja Hosky, nice shot fake, 16-footer. Got Dukesher up in the air, but Peyton Getty gets the rebound. Getty works with it the other side of the ball here for the Kindred Vikings. Leaves it near sideline for McQuillan. McQuillan driving kick, takes a ball screen out as Dukesher from Johnson. Looks back door to Fryer. Fryer inside pass to Johnson. Defense collapsing on Taryn, so here's the kick out. Ball gets skipped to McQuillan. McQuillan at the left baseline drives, and there's a turnover as Chloe Wetch comes up and gets the steal. Kindred Vikings, after one half of play, led 43-13, and they're well in control of this one here in the Region 1 girls basketball quarterfinals. Semifinals tonight, game number 1 of 2 at 6:30. Championship on Saturday night. That'll follow the third place game. Three-pointer on the way, coming off a baseline screen is Richmond. Iris with her second made triple. That's the second three as a team as well for Maple River. Ball in the front court now to Dukesher. Dukesher goes hard down the paint, drives, throws it up, and this will be, I believe, in the act of shooting. It is. Abby Dukesher will go to the line. An 82% free throw shooter on the season. Second foul will come here on Maple River as a team. Michelle Boja Hosky picks up her first. Dukesher at the line with 12 points. Two players in double digits right now. Johnson with 14, Dukesher with 12. Free throw attempt number 2 here by Abby. And she got them both to go. Kindred at the free throw line as a team, 10 of 12 right now, as They lead it 49-16. If you're just joining us, Kindred up by 10 after one quarter play, 17-7, then outscored Maple River 26-2 in the second quarter. Kiana LaRue, left-hand side, Fryer on the guard. LaRue looking on the interior. Ball gets skipped to Bojahoski. Right wing three-pointer off the backboard. Rebound, though, by Richmond. Put back off the window for two. Iris Richmond, we got her down for 8 points and 5 rebounds. Future is bright, just a sophomore here for Richmond. McQuillan interior goes to Johnson. Driving kick. That's to Dukesher three. Long rebound, though, by Charlie McQuillan. McQuillan to Fryer. Fryer inside to Dukesher and count it. Tic-tac-toe and one. Abby Dukesher now at 15. Foul comes on Richmond, her second, team's third. As Kaloran will check into the contest alongside with Holvelson for Maple River. Checking in here for the Kindred Vikings will be Eisenschenk. Alongside Casey Berner. Free throw attempt on the way here for Dukesher on the and one. Got it to go. Dukesher having herself a nice performance, averaging 19 per contest, currently with 16 right now here for the Kindred Vikings. Bounce pass left-hand side goes Richmond. Back up top, wedge, and Dukesher gets the swat. Now to Casey Berner. Berner will try to go coast to coast. Left-handed layup off the backboard for two. Casey Berner with 4, and the Kindred Vikings are putting the exclamation point on right now in the third quarter. Maple River, the number 8 seed, coming in with 7 wins, 13 losses. Ball goes to the left-hand side of Hannick, spins over Johnson. Good move by the freshman. Edison Hannick spins into the paint, uses the window. Where's the Windex? She's got 6. Dukesher goes the other side. Interior to Johnson, and the ball gets swatted there by Kaloran. Raiders open up the season in a comeback win against Lisbon down in Lisbon. Hannick gets fouled in the act of shooting. Johnson will pick up her second, team's first. They beat the Lisbon Broncos in the region play-in back on Thursday, 49-46 in double overtime. In that contest, Hannick led the floor with 15 points. Chloe Wedge had 12 and hit the free throws in the double overtime to put the game away. Hannick, free throw attempt, 1 of 2, misses the first. Second free throw attempt upcoming here. Maple River now 8 of 12 as a team from the free throw line. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Hannick. And we mentioned Maple River, a youthful team, so getting some experience here with their 2 seniors, but then everybody else feels like, outside of Chloe Wedge, feels like a sophomore or under. Rebound goes to Taryn Johnson. We got her down with 5. Kindred will work it between the circles here on this man defense. Running a little 1-4 set. Dribble to the wing. Eisenschenk takes not 1 but 2 screens. Goes to baseline here in a turnover. Kindred with their 9th of the game, their 3rd of the half. Kindred Vikings averaging 72 points, giving up 40. On the opposite side, coming in for Maple River, averaging 47 a contest, while defensively giving up 55. Wedge, right-hand side of Holvelson. Kindred with a little soft 1-2-2 extended zone. Hannick, right wing three-pointer off the back tab. Rebound by Richmond. Iris Richmond gets the board. Now it goes to the top here to Chloe Wedge. Shot clock under 30, but a second opportunity here for the Raiders after the rebound. Wedge gives it left-hand side. Richmond back to Wedge. Richmond left baseline three-pointer off the front of the rim, and the rebound goes to Taryn Johnson. Johnson with the board up the other side, goes to Eisenschenk over Richmond off the backboard, and Kaloran will pick up the foul, her first, team's 4th. Layla will go to the free throw line, a 68% free throw shooter. Kindred Vikings well in command. As we mentioned, it doesn't matter who's playing for Kindred, the opposition. The thing this year is try not to get buried in the first half, because this is a team that's been just running away from squads all year long. Eisenschenk goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line. The Vikings are 7 of 7 in this quarter from the stripe as they lead it 56-20 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Chloe Wedge with the basketball, looking for a teammate, finds one right-hand side of Kaloran. Inside now to Hannick. Hannick spins inside the paint off the backboard for 2. Edison Hannick with 8. Johnson kind of fronted a little bit from the baseline side, and then there was no help in the paint. So Hannick able to get the 2 points. Kindred right wing, that goes to Tina Fryer. Fryer now to Dukesher. No look pass to Johnson, and there's a foul. Addison Hanig will pick up her third, team's fifth, and Taryn Johnson goes to the free throw line. 14 points on the evening here for Johnson. She has 1,610 right now in her career, and added to 1,611. Johnson now 5 of 7 from the free throw line with 15 points here in this late afternoon. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way, and Johnson gets that one to go. The Maple River Raiders will bring this one up the floor here with Chloe Wetch. Wetch, right wing, left-hand side, taking a couple of dribbles there is Hovelson. Hovelson, a 7th grader, gives it back to Wetch. Back up top here to a freshman, Hanig. Around the horn to, well, some more youth, and Richmond, who's a sophomore. Hovelson, right hand, spins on the baseline, looks for the shot. Good defense by Berner. Right hand side to Wetch. Wetch looks to drive. Getting their hand in the passing lane was Eisenchank, and it will be Maple River basketball. McQuillan checks back in for Kindred. Boja Hoski and Kiana LaRue are back in here for Maple River. The Raiders slated to inbound this basketball with LaRue. Kiana bounce pass, and Taryn Johnson able to get the steal. Now leaves it to Dukesher. There is Hovelson as she gets on the floor. McQuillan is double teamed in the backcourt. Now it might be close to a 10-second call. Almost got it to Fryer. Right hand side of McQuillan. Right wing 3 off the mark, and a rebound goes to Kiana LaRue. LaRue with the rock now for Maple River. 90 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Inside is with it there is going to be Kaloran. Kaloran shot partially blocked there by Johnson, and the board comes down to Tina Fryer. Other side now for the Kindred Vikings. Fryer brings this one to front court, leaves it right-hand side to Berner. Berner looks to drive as she does, gets a tough one to elbow up for 2. Casey Berner, 4 points in the quarter, 6 in the contest as the Kindred Vikings right now lead at 60-22. Most points this season by Kindred, 87 against DGF back on December the 11th. Shot is blocked there by Berner off the attempt by Hovelson. Fryer in transition to Johnson. Taryn Johnson on the interior, pops it past to Fryer, back up top to Dukesher. Dukesher finds a teammate. Berner left pocket 3. That one's going to be long. A rebound underneath goes to Charlie McQuillan. McQuillan back up top here, and Dukesher looks over to the bench and will call out the offense. Season low for Maple River, 20 points in their second game of the season against Central Cass back in Tower City on December the 2nd. They're trying to find the oop to Dukesher. Dukesher on the right baseline, spins, gets a shot off, and gets the roll. Dukesher with 7 points in the quarter, a game-high 18 to lead the floor here for the Vikings as they lead it by 40 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Kiana LaRue, top of the key, dribble enter, leaves it to Wetch. 3-pointer on the way by Chloe, almost got the backboard. Rebound comes to Taryn Johnson, now to Dukesher. Dukesher will try to beat the buzzer, 2-1, and Dukesher gets fouled with .5 left in the quarter. Free throw going here for Abby. The foul will be on LaRue, her second, team 6. So from here on out, Kindred will be in the double bonus. Kindred Vikings are just one team foul on the opposite side here for Kindred as Dukesher goes to the free throw line. Abby, first one on the way is good. Now with 19 points is checking in will be Eisenchank, also with hers Avery Bartels. Checking in for the Maple River Raiders, Michelle Bojahoski's back in alongside with Jordan Ewine. So .5 left here in the quarter. Dukesher, free throw on the way, got it to go. Dukesher now with 20 on the night. We'll see what Sam Brandt does here for the remainder of this game if she gives her players a little time off as ball will get inbound, and that's how we'll end this third quarter. On your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's the Kindred Vikings 64, the Maple River Raiders 22. Our fourth quarter is next.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk.
There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it, and always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Back here from the Shield Center, the Kindred Vikings led by the 20 points of Abby Dukesher, 16 by Taryn Johnson. In the third quarter, Kindred went 11 of 11 from the free throw line. While for Maple River, they'll start this fourth quarter with the basketball. They're led by the 8 points of Edison Hanig and the 8 points by Iris Richmond. With it, now in the front court is Claire Irie, and we got a traveling violation here on Maple River. So again, even on a whistle like that and a travel, because it is a plus 30 margin in Class B girls basketball, there is running time, or mercy rule, if you will. Eisenschenk goes down the paint and a traveling turnover the other side. So this quarter will go quicker than most. The next game will be a little delayed between Sargent County and Richland. That was slated to get going at 4:30. Probably looking closer by the time you get done with this. Give the teams an opportunity to shoot and bring out the starting lineups probably closer to about a 4:40 tip. This one goes right-hand side to the top of the key, around the horn to Bojahoski. Bojahoski takes a dribble, gets cut off there, leaves it left-hand side, Kiana LaRude. LaRude with the spin. Now back to Bojahoski with 10. Bojahoski, nice spin move, lost it on the way up, though. Bodies are flying on the floor, and the jump ball will go to the Kindred Vikings. For the Kindred Vikings, they'll improve to 21-1 on this season, while for the Maple River Raiders, they will finish their season at 7-14 in the first year of this co-op between the Hope and Page and Maple Valley school districts. Casey Berner in the game, leaves it up top. Casey Berner almost saw it get intercepted there, trying to find Getty, and we're going to have a reach and foul, and we'll have bonus opportunities here. This will be on Hovelson, her second, team seventh, and a 1-and-1 opportunity upcoming here for the Kindred Vikings. This should be for Peyton Getty to go to the free throw line for the make one to get one here, as the officials will kind of make sure, look it over. Still to come on our post-game show, we'll get to our Precision Player of the Game, brought to you in part by RDK Enterprises. Free throw attempt is off the iron. Rebound will come down to Jordan Ewine. Take a look at the final number, stats, and then name you our Energy Player of the Game, brought to you in part by Enbridge Energy. That's still all to come here on our post-game show. We'll try to see if we can hear from a winning Kindred Viking player as well, or potential coach, as this one gets in the front court for Maple River. Ball will handle it between the circles. This one gets skipped, as they'll handle it left-hand side, and turnover, and then we got a blocking foul in the backcourt. So Hovelson will pick up the foul, her third, team's eighth, after the 18th turnover, and will go down the other end of the floor here, and another 1-and-1 opportunity. Substitution, as Kindred will essentially make a line change here, as they'll check in Avery Ammerman, a 5'10 sophomore. Avery Bartels again in the lineup, with Eisenschenk shooting the free throw attempt. You have Rohrbeck, a 5'6 sophomore, in, and alongside free throw attempt is short. And also in here for Kindred is Baco Kennedy, a 5'10 freshman. And we have a turnover here on Maple River. Also checking in now for Kindred, Orjin Lexi, a 5'4 freshman for Maple River. Edison Hanig is set to check in on the next step balls. The Raiders will play a little zone defense here, trying to cause some havoc in the passing lane, as Hanig will check back in. The contest is coming out will be Jordan Ewine. As Ewine will check out, and that might be the last time Jordan plays as a senior here for the Raiders. Three-pointer from the baseline, Avery Bartels. So Bartels gets the triple there, as that's the first field goal of this fourth quarter between the two teams. And Maple River almost had another turnover, as Kiana LaRude brings in the front court. LaRude bounce pass between the circles here as she leaves it right-hand side. Hovelson goes down the paint, and there's a foul, and it will be two shots here for Hovelson. Hovelson's 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Foul coming here on Kindred, just their second. Rohrbeck will pick up the foul, her first, team second, as Sargent County and Richland making their way to the court. That'll be Game number 2 of our quadruple header here of the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament from the Shield Center. Hovelson at the line to shoot 2, makes the first. Maple River now 9 of 14 from the free throw line. Chloe Wetch will check in as Michelle Bojahowski will come out one more time, and Maple River fans with a round of applause here for Bojahowski. Get to this time of the year, always tough, particularly for the seniors, knowing it might be your final time if you come on the short end of the stick. Hovelson goes 2 of 2 from the line, now with 6 points. 3:30 left to play here in regulation. The Kindred Vikings lead it over the Maple River Raiders. 3-pointer on the way, no good by Baco. Ball will stay with the Kindred Vikings. So Kindred will improve to 21-0 on the season. Team that also plays a pretty tough non-region schedule. Normally plays Barnesville and DGF from Minnesota. You've seen them play the Graftons and the Thompsons of the world out in Region 2. And either a Shiloh or a Lytton HMB might get some teams like a Rugby to mix in as well over the years as an example. They try to play a pretty good non-region schedule to get them ready for what Region 1 has to offer. Chloe Wetch goes down the paint. Good runner, just unable to finish. Rebound gets pinballed around, and coming down is Avery Bartels. In the front court now for Kindred. They leave it left-hand side, and a turnover here by the Vikings. This one's going to go the other end of the floor as Chloe Wetch will slide it to inbound this basketball. As she does, Iris Richmond will bring it up the key, leaves it left-hand side to Irie, and a turnover here for Maple River. The Raiders will finish 7-14 on the season, but a really good performance here by Coach Nathan Hoots this year. You have a co-op, you got to bring some new players together, find everyone's rhythm, find what makes them tick, and then look forward to the future. This is a team next year that will have some loftier goals than an 8 seed here in Region 1. Jumper on the way is good. Avery Bartels now with 5 points all in the quarter. It's the Kindred Vikings 69-24 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Wetch, little stop and pop action. Left-hand side, Richmond, 3-pointer long. Rebound, Edison Hannick tries to chase it down. Instead, it's going to come up with Lexi here for Kindred. About 90 seconds left to play before we get to our post-game report as the Kindred Vikings will bring in the front court here. Almost a steal by Maple River, and there is the steal. Raiders will go down the other end of the floor here with Chloe Wetch. Wetch leaves it right-hand side. It's a Hovelson. Hovelson looks to drive. Shot off the backboard, no good. Then she's going to be tied up with it underneath with Rohrbeck. And we'll have a substitution here or a timeout. We got a timeout here by Maple River, and this is more of a substitution timeout here for the Maple River Raiders as they'll make the substitution and bring a number of players into the contest here for the first time here for Maple River. So again, nearing the final seconds of this one, we'll take the timeout with them. It's all Kindred here in the Region 1 quarterfinals.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customers satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
We come back here. It's the Kindred Vikings 69, the Maple River Raiders 24. Maple River will handle the basketball on the right of the baseline here to start this possession after the timeout by Coach Nathan Hoots. Emma Thompson will inbound it on the inside. A running layup off the mark, no good by Ashton Hannick, the junior. The ball goes to the Kindred Vikings now. Lexi will bring it up in the front court here. So all reserves into the contest for both of these teams. Kindred also with Anna Fryer, the 5'8 sophomore. Ball goes right-hand side. Lexi with it between the circles to Ammerman. Ammerman left wing pops a pass now to Leah Rowland. Under 50 seconds to play in regulation. Maple River trying to get the steal with Hovelson. Jump ball, and it will be the possession arrow going to the Maple River Raiders. As right now, Maple River will double check here to make sure that they got the proper jump ball as it went back to Maple River to see if Maple River got the last one and if they should be awarded the jump ball one more time, and they will be. So for the Maple River Raiders, they'll bring this one in the front court. Chance to get another shot off here as this one goes between the circles with Hovelson. Hovelson backing her defender down, uses up that dribble, pops a pass up top. Ball gets worked left-hand side at Jada Von Bank. Von Bank with it back to the top of the key. Three-pointer on the way is long. Rebound, and there's going to be another jump ball. This goes to the Kindred Vikings, and that one just might about do it here, as all that Kindred has to do is inbound the basketball, and they will advance with the win. A final here from the Shield Center on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. A 69-24 victory here. The Kindred Vikings advance to the Region 1 semifinals tomorrow night at 6:30 right here on your live event. They will play the winner of our next game, either Sargent County or the Richland Colts. We're back after this with our post-game show here on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
As we get to our post-game show, let's get to our post-game conversation here. Join us now, Taryn Johnson, the 6'1 senior center. We got her down for 16 points and 8 rebounds in the contest here for the Kindred Vikings in their 69-24 win. And Taryn, first and foremost, after waiting 72 hours, how does it feel to get back on the court and play some basketball?
It feels good. We've been waiting. We've been ready. A few of us have been in the gym every day. Despite the weather, we've been ready to go.
Just take us through this 72 hours where all of a sudden Sunday night comes, you see the forecast, you probably know in the back of your mind you're not going to play Monday. All right, we'll play Tuesday. Not playing Tuesday. All right, we're not going to school either in terms of being in person. So what was the last 72 hours like?
It was tough. We all woke up, got dressed, ready to play it, and then we were just hopeful every day, but we couldn't. But I think we'll use that as drive even more. Like, we've been anticipating, we've been ready. And it did suck, like, not having the practices or the school to get in a routine, but we had practice yesterday, got a lot of shots up, and we're ready to go today. And honestly, it gets us ready for the state tournament, playing 3 back-to-back games. So
let's talk about this day 1 of 3. You outscore Maple River 26-6 in the second quarter. It was tight in the first quarter. What was the little bit of edge? What do you think kind of got you guys over the hump in that second quarter, Taryn?
We really focused on our defense. We were playing lazy the first quarter, so we really picked that up, and defense turns into offense. So we got a lot of our offense by picking up our defense, getting more steals, and just containing on defense.
Final thing for you, it is your senior season, so what does it mean here being in the Shield Center one more time, being in another region semifinal? What does it mean for you as a senior year, knowing that there's opportunities that are coming down the line, but every game that you win, it's a bigger opportunity moving forward?
There's definitely a little more pressure knowing it's the last one, but above all, I'm just excited. I'm having fun. We're all here as a team, and we're just ready to win one. And I think we're all on the same page that we can do it, and there's no better gift as a senior to go out with a win, so that's what we're fighting for here.
Still some work to do, but you're going to play in the semifinals tomorrow night at 6:30. Best of luck tomorrow. We'll see you there.
Thank you.
Taryn Johnson again with the Kindred Vikings with us here on our post-game show. When we come back, we'll take a look at the final numbers next here from the Shield Center.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, We've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
As we continue here on our post-game show, it's now time to get to our Precision Player of the Game, brought to you in part by RDK Enterprises. Excuse me. As we get to our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, thinking about your upgrading your planter, visit RDK Enterprises at their locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota, to learn more about available rebates and financing. RDK Enterprises online at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. Our precision play of the game goes to the Kindred Vikings, particularly in that second quarter. We mentioned outscoring Maple River 26-6 in that second quarter. It was a 10-point game after 8 minutes. They ballooned it open to a 30-point halftime game and just limited Maple River in that first half to 2 made field goals. That is our precision plays of the game here, brought to you in part by RDK Enterprises. Now we go from there to name the Energy Player of the Game, brought to you in part by Enbridge Energy. We heard her, Taryn Johnson, 16 points all in the first 3 quarters. She scored in every quarter that she played in, as Sam Brandt took the starters out in the fourth quarter. Johnson with 16, Abby Dukesher with 20. But our player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge Energy, is Taryn Johnson. Work has begun to replace Line 3, and keeping everyone safe is Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because they all want everyone home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Well, it's a final 69-24. The Kindred Vikings led by the 20 points of Abby Dukesher, 16 by Taryn Johnson. They finished 17 of 20 from the free throw line with 4 made three-pointers here. Also leading the floor with Kindred, 7 points by Eisenshank off the bench, 6 apiece by McQuillan and Berner, 5 by Bartels, 4 by Getty here for the Kindred Vikings. Again, the Kindred Vikings led by the 20 of Dukesher and 16 of Johnson. For the Maple River Raiders, 8 points apiece by Iris Richmond and Addison Haddock, 6 points by Carly Hovelson, who goes 6 of 7 from the line, then a point apiece by Jordan Ewine and Chloe Wedge. Maple River finishes 7-14 on the season, while the Kindred Vikings improved to 21-1, and will play in the semifinals tomorrow night at 6:30 against the winner of our next game with Sargent County and Richland. Quick timeout, and we're back after this with the next contest on yourliveevent.com. But again, a final, the Kindred Vikings win it 69-24. Make sure you go to yourliveevent.com for our coverage between Sargent County and Richland. Opening tip about 20 minutes away.